Hello, it's Gimbo, your second favorite YouTube shitposter. Season 2 of Rings of Power just dropped. First thing I did was watch episode 1 so you don't have to. Without further ado, let's get into it. First we see some orcs congregating with Adar and some smooth looking guy who turns out to be Sauron. The spirits are not too high for Sauron, who fails to convince the assembly to let him become the king and wear a spiky crown.
Many orcs will die.
But it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Then we see the how to dispose of used motor oil meme, and a weird creature spawns from the water. There's some struggle and the horse gets the fuck out of here. Somehow Sauron returns. He devours a woman from the sounds of it. Looks quite a bit better than previously. As he's traveling, he meets a group of men. One of them is extremely nice and friendly.
Come with us if you like.
He's given some good coaching by the man.
You are alive because you have chosen good.
But what of tomorrow?
You have to choose it again.
Halbrand now has enough of his shit, and the episode catches up to that moment in season 1 when
Tides of fate are flowing. Yours may be heading in or out.
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Then quickly intro sequence and we jump straight to some horse chase. I like horses, no complaints here. Overall, the visuals in the series are nice and the camera work is pleasant. It reflects the bazillion dollars they spent on this.
Hi, King.
Hi, Galadriel. A confrontation ensues with some of the best acting I've ever seen.
Herald Elrond carries 3 rings.
Who is he? Who is this man?
So Elrond has the rings here and he doesn't want to give them up, and they conveniently confront him such that he's standing right on the edge of a huge unguarded waterfall, not a safety railing in sight.
Yeah, I know. I've almost fallen over that thing so many times.
And then of course he escapes, and some of the slowest soldiers in Middle-earth are sent to look for him. Now the story takes us to Mordor, where Halbrand is now in shackles. Honestly, I'm not sure what's going on in here. Like, I'm no expert, I'm just watching this because I like making fun of season 1, so you're stuck here with me now. So we see Adar sitting in the shittiest throne I've ever seen, and this guy is next to him. If I remember well, he used to be a villager, but now he's licking Adar's boots. He fits right in here as a third-tier goon.
Who the fuck are you people? I thought I hired goons.
Halbrand comes to Adar to turn himself in, and I may have seen some chemistry over here. Next we see the stranger walking around, or Gandalf, yeah, whatever, the stranger, in what is clearly a daylight shot that's been tinted blue to look like night. Jesus Christ, how much did the show cost again? Fortunately, the stranger touches something and snaps out of his badly color-corrected nightmare. We see him walking across New Mexico along this annoying character from season 1, and this badass-looking villain is spying on them now. Next up, possibly the highlight of the episode, Gandalf drops some, the stranger drops some true wisdom by the fire.
Some things are best not shared aloud.
I hate doing this.
And now we're back to Halbrand, who gets imprisoned and tortured by the sights of this here CGI dog. The goon now comes to tease him. Halbrand and the CGI dog have a little bonding over the bone and some efficient dog training commands in black speech. And boom, another rapid cut to another elvish paradise, where Elrond has taken to hiding under the bridge. Remember, he disobeyed the king's orders and fled while the entire king's guard was watching. Obviously, nobody would look for him under the bridge, right? The best actor in the universe sends a message, and the messenger vaguely reminds me of someone else I have seen recently. The king wants to recover the rings, but his soldiers are utterly useless, so Galadriel can have a 200 IQ moment all to herself.
He spoke of destroying the rings. Elrond would seek out someone he can trust. Someone older. Someone who could turn the tides his way.
They soon find Elrond at Círdan's workshop, but the rings are gone. The senior elf heads to drop them into the sea. Now we're back to Nori and the stranger, who are setting up a prank to play on someone who's following them. They will be doing a little mischief.
Poppy?
Disappointed!
Alright, we're back to the stranger's dream, but this is no longer a dream. However, for us, this is still a nightmare. The transition to this scene contained the moon, so I'm correct, this is supposed to be night. But it's clearly just shot during the day, with huge shadows, just look at them. And then it's just overlaid with like a cyan filter, like some late 2000s fan film. Pasting starry skies over here helps with nothing. But yeah, whatever. The episode is coming to an end. Halbrand does what it takes to get out of his subpar accommodation. He makes it back to Celebrimbor, who doesn't know yet who he is, and the goon experiences an unfortunate accident with the CGI dog. Círdan brings the rings back to the Elven King. Somehow a ring makes its way onto Galadriel's finger, and this immediately fixes the shortcomings of the Royal Gardener. So as you have seen, this was not exactly good. Stay tuned for episode 2 of this, and goodbye.